Today I'm going to be installing the last brick in our kitchen before I start grouting. Installing brick around a window can be tricky, but I'm going to give you some tips on how to keep everything straight. I think I've gone over this before, but how I am making sure that all of my joints are straight is by drawing a plumb line up here. That way I can keep everything up against this line, so when it gets all the way up to the top, it should be exactly straight. Also, you want to make sure that the height of the bricks are the same on both walls. So I measured from there to that level, and I did the same thing here. This one is 18 5/8 and the other one is 18 3/4. So I have to make up that difference when I start installing the rest of the brick. Just getting ready to mark the brick, and I don't think I've ever told you what kind of pencil I use. You can use a carpenter pencil, but these pencils have a removable end right here, so you always get a fresh piece of lead. And why I use pencil is because this brick has a coating on it. So when you're running it through the saw, the lead actually comes off, it jiggles off. If you use any type of marker, it will stay there. You really can't mark the back for certain cuts because the blade is circular. So if you put it through the back to do take a chunk out of the brick, it will leave a circular mark. So I always cut it on the front for the majority. Also like cutting it with this surface up because it leaves these little chips and it makes the brick look a little bit older. I mentioned before that you always have to cut with this side up. Well, I should say the majority of the time. If you try to make cuts like this flipped over, that's what the front is gonna look like because of the saw blade being circular. So this is how much I have gotten completed today. It's raining right now, so I can't get outside. But all of these little tiny cuts are taking a little longer, but that's how I wanted it. I wanted to see lots of joints.